Hello everyone, Jamarcus here, and I am here with quarterfinals of the Mafia division of the SPDA. It was a bit of downtime since the last battle I had in this division because I had a week off for round one of playoffs. I got a bye because I was first. So we're here now with quarterfinals. I got to pick my opponent, and I opted to pick Killateral, whose team you see on the screen now. Let me try and fit everything on the screen. There we go. I chose this opponent because they don't have a ground type, except for two Terras. I had a couple other options, the most likely of which being this team here, belonging to Frozen Walking Wake, who I came close to picking partially because they wanted me to pick them, and partially for other reasons, but there are chances I could still play them or any other person I could have picked, so I won't reveal too much. But we picked Killateral, who has a very threatening team, despite me picking it. No ground type means my electric types benefit quite a bit from that. I have one water resist in Swanna, so I think Lapras is incredible here. Also, uh, Delphox and Lucario look great. Pretty tough to kill Electros. Those are the big threats I'm scared of. Um, Bramblegast I think looks really bad here. It's pretty bad in Skuntank. If I'm running like a consumable item on Drifblim, now you can't Poltergeist me, so it's pretty bad to there too. Despite that, it's a pretty good spinner, although bad in this matchup because it can't spin on my Ghost type. So what do I bring? I'm bringing Booster Thorns. Um, Based on their speed tiers, I don't really need to run Jolly. I can afford to run Adamant, just enough speed for Lapras and Glimmet, I guess. Uh, just getting that bit higher attack helps to get some OHKOs. Drifblim with Kasib to take the Ghost move from Bramblegast, as I mentioned. Then I Wallet. I have Strength Sap to stay healthy, Calm Mind, Shadow Ball, Air Slash with Unburden. After Unburden, I'll be outspeeding Scarf Delphox. Quite a bit of special attack, just a little bit of defense. I think that lets me live a crunch from Life Orb Lucario or something. I actually forget. I had a couple other moves. I thought maybe Destiny Bond would be good. Maybe Sub so I can wall Chansey and set up on it. But I opted with Strength Sap and Calm Mind. And then I always wanted Shadow Ball Air Slash. No reason to be stored power here. I'm not getting that many Calm Minds. Swanna. This set changed quite a bit. I had a defensive set to kind of switch into Lucario once, which had to roost over liquidation, but then I realized I'm kind of walled by Lucario, so what's the point of being able to take a hit from it? So I switched that to attack and I put liquidation over roost. I still have Defog because he got a pretty good spiker, a pretty good stealth rocker, and a Glimmet. So I valued having Defog. Next up, Specs Raichu, no ground type. I'm clicking Volt Switch. I do think Terra Ground, Murkrow, or Glimmet are decently likely, but I do kind of just expect sort of top six or maybe Chansey over Bramblegast or Mudbostiff. I don't think a Terra Captain's really going to show up. I have knockoff in case I want to knock off Chansey. And Psyshock is just good. Skuntank, this is my answer to Delphox, although it's not a very good one. A bunch of calcs I don't remember. Enough speed for max speed Lapras and Glimmet. Quite a bit of SPDF with a bit of defense, so I live close combat from Lucario if I'm at full. I have Endeavor in case I'm at low HP. I'm faster than quite a few Pokemon of this team, so if I can get an Endeavor off on Chansey or Electros, that's fantastic. And then Temper Flare, so I'm not walled by Lucario. Last up, Orthworm, Citrus Berry, two hazards, Heavy Slam, Body Press, pretty boring set. Um, just a bit of speed in case they're trying to speed creep my Orthworm. That's the set. So what do we see? We see a Mabosstiff and a Murkrow and a Chansey. I didn't think all three of those would be here, so no Bramblegast or Lapras. I thought Lapras was really good here, actually, despite having three electric types. I think just clicking like Specs, Hydro Pump, or even Choice Scarf, honestly, I think could be good. My team's very water weak, so no Lapras, that's nice. I'm going to lead Raichu. just click Volt Switch. Kind of bad into Murkrow lead, but I think I'll be okay. So I lead Raichu. And I forget my nicknames. If I lose, it's because of that. I knock this thing off turn 1. If it wants to get up rocks or seismic toss me, that's fine. That's about all it can do. That thing is now in range of +1 Iron Thorns. Fantastic. Orthworm comes in on the seismic toss. I figured I don't really want to get Drifloon Thunder Waved, although that's really all it could do to me. And I don't want to take rocks either. So I'll go Orthworm. I'm not going to get up hazards yet because I'm just going to defog these rocks away soon. I actually go into Swan this turn because not I'm thinking they're not going to let themselves get body pressed. So if they go Delphox or if they go Electros or even Murkrow, Swan is good enough and I can defog and it covers Chansey staying in to an extent as well. Electros comes out, I Terra Dark. I'm Terra Dark to kind of help with Delphox. Just have stronger knockoffs. Gives me another Mabosstiff resist, which is nice because I don't want to be using Skuntank to beat that thing. I don't think they're going to click Volt Switch here because I think Terra Ground makes a decent amount of sense too. So I defog these rocks away as they Giga Drain, expecting my Terra Ground, and they don't do very much. Tells me they have no special attack investment. I'm thinking they're probably max defense for Iron Thorns, so I need to get Chip on this thing so it's in range of +1 Stone Edge. I flip turn out. Yes, they're max defense based on that damage. And I go Drifblim. I figured this thing is not good this game. There's no Bramblegast, so I'm never getting my Cassie Berry popped. So this thing's kind of useless. Maybe I should have switched it in on Chansey instead of taking that chip on Orthworm. They Volt Switch. I expected that. I knew I would live. Really wishing I was weakness policy here. Murkrow comes out. I figured I was fine here. I get Strength Sap, heal back to almost full. As they, I don't know, Thunder Wave me or just kill me, that's fine. As a nasty plot. I Strength Sap. I don't heal as much as I thought I would. Suddenly, not looking so good for me. This thing's a Terra Captain. I'm expecting Terra Ground for sure. Just good into my team. I let Drifloon go down. Didn't really want to take chip on Skuntank. Skuntank usually lives a Terra Grass, a Terra Blast ground. Unless they're modest, then it always kills. But I think it's like a 1 in 8 chance for Terra Blast ground to kill here. Although I don't really want Skuntank going down. I want to keep this thing alive for Delphox, or maybe to get some emergency aftermath damage on Lucario. So I switch out into Orthworm, expecting the Terra Blast ground to get my Earth Eater. Gets me back to full. I think this is the first time I've actually activated Earth Eater, and I brought Orthworm to like 6 or 7 games of 9 now. So I get Orthworm back to full. It now lives a Dark Pulse, but I don't do that much damage back. Although Body Press into Psyshock from Specs Raichu should kill, but then I'm locked into Specs Psyshock, and I don't really like that. Or I could just go into Swanna after. I made a pretty big mistake in my um, team building. I only ran enough speed on Swanna for Bramblegast and Lucario. I probably should have ran a little bit more speed for Murkrow. Because right now Murkrow outspeeds me if they're max speed, although they should only be enough speed for Skuntank, so I'm still thinking I'm okay on Swanna here to revenge kill. But I decide, hey, Swanna's Terra Darked already. I live a +2 Dark Pulse. I can just go into it now and kill with Liquidation. They could have Sucker Punch, but Dark Pulse into Sucker Punch shouldn't kill me. So I go Swanna on their Dark Pulse to kill them with Liquidation, but they just Heat Wave. I forgot this thing would have Heat Wave. So yeah, that kills me. That kind of sucks. And I go with Skuntank just to kind of reset. So, and finally, I'm going to take this Terra Blast ground after sacking Swanna. I knock them off. That's unfortunate. I could have gone Orthworm to kill them here too. I just didn't want to get Dark Pulse flinched and get nothing out of it. And that would have put me in a situation where I have to click Psyshock from um, Raichu, which brings in Mabosstiff, which pretty much forces a a stakeout boost, which I guess then I sack Orthworm at that point and go for game with Thorns. I don't know. But I decided to go with this. They nasty plot expecting my Sucker Punch. I don't have Sucker Punch, so I just knock off and kill them. That's fantastic. But still in a very terrible spot. I'm down Pokemon. Their Lucario's in. If they Swords Dance here, it's actually pretty good for me because then they die to Aftermath. If I Temper Flare, it's not going to put them in range of Aftermath. But if they're Life Orb, they would die after. But if I Endeavor, that'll always bring them in range of Aftermath, which is good. But if they're sub, it's really bad to click Endeavor here. But I figured I would just lose the game if they Swords Dance and aren't Life Orb. They kill everything. Although Raichu, I think it's a roll, but E-Speed usually kills. If they just kill me with close combat here, I think they win the game. Although I think it's a roll. I said although a lot. It's a roll for Iron Thorns to die to close combat. Probably the same thing with Orthworm. And then Raichu doesn't kill with Thunderbolt. But if they're Life Orb again, Thunderbolt into some Life Orb damage and Aftermath will kill them. So I'm kind of hoping they're Life Orb here and not sub. Swords Dance I'm hoping to see, and I do see it. As I Endeavor, take it low, it's going to die to Aftermath now. Fantastic. I go Raichu here, just to keep clicking those electric moves, although I haven't clicked an electric move yet. I finally do, I Volt Switch. That thing is now in good range of Iron Thorns. I go Orthworm, figure this thing does not do much here. I don't want to go Iron Thorns yet and use my booster. Maybe I should have just stayed in and kept clicking Thunderbolt and do Electros, to be honest. They bring out Delphox, still a very bad spot for me. If they Agility, Raichu should live a hit, although I don't kill them back. If they Nasty Plot, they will kill Raichu, and Raichu won't kill them. And I'm kind of wild with Orthworm here. But I'm going to click Body Press to put them hopefully in range of Thunderbolt, although it's pretty bad in terms of rolls. But they just Fire Blast. That's fine with me. Maybe they thought I could be Earthquake or something, so fair enough. I definitely was not. Heavy Slam would have done about 25%. So I go Raichu here. If there's Scarf, I will figure that out here, which means Iron Thorns can Dragon Dance and probably win. If they're Specs, I will get some damage on them, and I'll know based on the damage that they're Specs, because they'll kill me. But yeah, I Thunderbolt. They Fire Blast, so they're not Scarf, they're not Specs, and I can just kill them next turn. Fantastic. Suddenly looking pretty good for me, although there's a lot of things that have to go right. They kill Raichu with Giga Drain, and Iron Thorns is in last. I get my booster attack. They can't Dragon Tail me out anymore. I'm the last Pokemon. Giga Drain, about 45% to me. +1 Stone Edge should be killing this. I could kill them now, but I want to be faster than Mobostiff. And I especially need to watch out for Intimidate. They're probably Stakeout because it's a good ability, but so is Intimidate. So I don't know what they are. I want to Dragon Dance. They'll still be in range of Stone Edge after the Giga Drain healing, and that's really the best thing they could do against me. Giga Drain, yep, there's 43%. And then I just need to hit Stone Edge, and we're good. And I do. Are they Intimidate Mobostiff? They're not. If they were Intimidate, it was a roll for Brick Break to kill. I would have clicked Dragon Dance, though. They can't kill me. Even like Trailblaze and Crunch, neither of those kill. Doesn't get a ground move, doesn't get a fighting move. So I would have Dragon Danced again. If there's Scarf, now I'm faster the next turn. And if they were Intimidate, I can Dragon Dance, get back to +1 attack, and now Brick Break kills. Because if they were Trailblaze, Intimidate, they would have 2-hit KO'd me, and I wouldn't. And then they would be faster than me before I can get my second attack off. All that to say, they're not Intimidate. I'm just clicking Brick Break and killing them, and also killing Chansey. Maybe the closest game of the season. I know week 8, I ended with 3% on Swanna as my last mon. but this game felt a lot closer. Um, Pretty much no luck, which was nice. I think I made a pretty bad play with in the early game, which put me in this bad spot against Murkrow. Um, like maybe going into Drifblim on turn 2 here against the Chansey, and then saving Orthworm, maybe getting up Hazards. Getting this defog off was good though. And then clicking Strength Sap into Murkrow, probably bad. And then not considering Heat Wave here was bad. And then maybe I should have risked the Dark Pulse. I don't know. But it also put me in a pretty good spot. But once they click Nasty Plot on my Skuntank and I managed to kill them, and they also clicked Swords Dance with Lucario and I managed to kill them, I was in a much better spot. Depending on the Delphox set, I definitely could have lost here, but it ended up being okay, and Iron Thorns cleaned up. That's quarterfinals. It was very close. I'm pretty happy with the team I brought. I think I was a little bit tunnel visioned on Drifblim beating Bramblegast because it kind of lost to every other Pokemon on the team. And Orthworm, did I need both hazards? Maybe I could have had Earthquake. I don't know. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with the other four, especially Iron Thorns. That's quarterfinals. Semifinals is next week. Don't know who I'm playing yet. It is one of 6 people. Let me find the matchups. So here's the playoffs thing. This was the game I played here. 3 kills on Iron Thorns. These are the other 3 matches that have yet to be played for quarterfinals. Since I'm top seed, I will play the lowest seed of the winners. So looking at the standings, we're dealing with these 6 people here. 3 of them will win. I will play the lowest seed of that person. So I think it's impossible for me to play top 2 here, or 2 and 3, I should say. Um, because if they both win, then there's still a matchup below here. I think it's Iger, or no, who's playing? It's, yeah, it's Frozen Walking Wake and um, Kung Fu Panda. Hold on, let me figure this out. Okay, I figured it out. So Kioma and Iger, no, sorry, Kioma and Paycheck are playing. So assuming 2 and 3 win, I would be playing the winner of Kioma and Paycheck. So the absolute highest rated player I can play against is Kioma, and lowest is of course Paycheck. I really don't want to play against Paycheck again. Very close game in week 8, but we'll see what happens. So there's no chance I play these 2. It's going to be one of these 4, depending on who wins. I think that's all I have. Actually, let's do this. Um, I'm in another league right now that I've not been uploading. This is my team. Pretty bad. Um, Sand plus Terrapagos is kind of funny, but Terrapagos is putting in the work. I'm in 7 weeks so far. I'm 6 and 1, and Terrapagos has 17 kills, which is my all-time kill leader, beating out Flamigo, including playoffs for Flamigo, which is crazy. In 7 games, I've beat Pokemon that I brought to 12 games. So I'm guaranteed playoffs. I might hit 20 kills with Terrapagos. Let's see. I hope so. Um, Vikavolt great. Terratitar, kind of bad. Excadrill and Sand, kind of bad. Iron Thorns is cool. Lando has 1 kill in 5 games, and Dio's cool. That's that team. I won this matchup, by the way. Um, yeah, that's that league. Maybe if I make the finals, I'll like do a season review or something. I don't know. Semifinals up next week. I also have quarterfinals tomorrow for Master Ball. Hopefully we'll win that one too. You'll be seeing that in a day or 2. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.